on the everyday with 6 2017 IIHS top safety picks. It's clear why we're America's fastest growing auto brand. Now get President's Day offers like 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $45.50 on select models.
Sometimes you can feel the indulgence of nature. Sometimes you can taste it. Sweet granola clusters, a touch of honey almond butter, savory almonds, and a hint of salt. Nature Valley's sweet and salty ones.
First, there's sharp blades, then shielding lubrication, and cool, with lubrication before and after the blades. Shields and cools while you shave. Pro Shield Chill from Gillette.
Love is what inspires me. Love is being awakened by a kiss. Love is finding calm in your partner's arms. Love is intimate. Love is everlasting. Love is a diamond. If there's one thing I know, it's couples in love. From the runway to the wedding aisle to the most romantic day of their lives, I'm there. Each piece of my jewelry collection is designed with lovers in mind. The Vera Wang Love Collection at Zales, the Diamond Store.
Discover the power of new Dove Men Plus Care Elements with minerals and sage. Get a boost of freshness with new Dove Men Plus Care Elements. How much can I save with Mercury Insurance?
With our low rates and discounts, you could save quite a bit.
How much?
Hundreds.
Sign me up!
He's going to go for a big touchdown.
We are switching things up at the 6 p.m. Eastern Sports Center. It's a new day, right, Jay? But this new joint is about all over the place.
Preach. So welcome to the
We are switching things up at the 6 p.m. Eastern Sports Center. It's a new day, right, Jay? But this new joint is about all over the place.
Preach.
Just a couple of second down run line. You're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Partner, we know today's NFL really built around the control in the football. But they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. Control the clock.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me? No. I mean, are you sure? Yeah. Good luck finding the chair. Good boy. Okay. Okay.
And I put my first tally to the Brady and Gronk counter here.
And we cannot wait for the crossover. Always a good time. That is going to be on Wednesday. We've got Pacers, Cavs, Iowa State, Kansas State, Duke, Virginia, Knicks, and Thunder. When college basketball and the NBA will play. First take is on the road at the NBA All-Star Game. Catch us live in New Orleans Friday, February 17th. We're on the 4th floor of the Riverview Room located at 600 Decatur. Stephen A. will challenge all of you in a jump shooting contest. Just ask him. And plenty of people joining us. Doors open 7:30 and local. Pack the house down in New Orleans.
He is going to fall off a cliff. Shut the hell up. And I don't give a damn that they agree with you or not.
Brady to throw on 2nd down.
100 straight wins. 100 wins. Can we just marinate on that for a second? So let's get to the crux of what really irks me. This narrative that the Huskies are ruining their sport. I refuse to accept that nonsense. I asked this question to Stephen A. and Max yesterday, and I will pose it to you now. If UConn wasn't so dominant, would you pay closer attention to women's hoops? The answer is no, more times than not. It's actually quite the opposite. Because of their dynasty, casual fans are drawn to witness the greatness that has taken this country by storm. Don't believe me? UConn's television ratings are 17% from last year at this time and 41% from 2 years ago. Let me tell you what's really going on and what everyone is afraid to say because they don't want to come across as misogynist. The fact is, majority of sports fans don't care about women's hoops as much as men's. I understand and appreciate your hesitancy to keep that to yourself, but please, stop saying in this women's team that their excellence is a deterrent for your attention when you never paid them any mind in the first place. And please stop pretending you don't like the sport because of their greatness when you're mesmerized by greatness in every other game. Case in point, the Warriors' ratings were through the roof when they were on the quest for a record 73 wins. How about when Tiger was regularly winning 14 majors? Is it too much winning for you? Or maybe you can bear to watch another Bill Belichick, Tom Brady Super Bowl, or Serena take another major. I know you don't want to spread the message to your daughters that society doesn't care about their game as much as their brothers. But telling your little girls that too much success will be seen as boring and society will hold it against them might be far more damaging.
Set now to kick this one away and off
There's
it goes.
almost a big Stephen A. face right now.
Valentine's Day. Good job. Molly, kilted it.
And he's able to get it across the 20-yard line as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
TV time.
Sports Center got the top stories. You know they don't have to break it down. Top 5, get your mind right. Who's taking who on the sidelines? Alabama over to Atlanta. Louisiana to the Mid-Atlantic. Both state of Texas up the finish. Cleveland County to the Windy City. New York down to MIA. Where your game been is MIA. Sports Center, coast to coast. That's where you go when you want the most.
They'll set three every time. There's Manning to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
All right, get ready because we are about to break it down, David. We have news. Welcome to the coast. Carrie champion David Lloyd. Big day in the NBA. Big day for the show. Magic Johnson will join us shortly. But before we get to that, some breaking news. Kevin Love out for 6 weeks. David, can you tell us more?
Yeah, he was feeling soreness in his left knee after Saturday's win against Denver. Carrie. He had the knee scoped in New York. He's going to miss 6 weeks. Putting his return near the start of April, still in the regular season. Love had been enjoying his best season in Cleveland, averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. Carrie?
All right, so Ramona Shelburne joining us now. Ramona, tell us the ins and outs of the decision for Kevin Love to actually undergo a knee
Combination there because you've got to find a way to
Well,
clear
if you're going to do something like this on your knee, you got to do it now so that you have time to recover before the playoffs. The time frame on this puts him to return back to the Cavs about 2-3 weeks before the playoffs would start, and so that's really important for Kevin Love and the Cavs. What becomes very interesting now for Cleveland and the rest of the Eastern Conference is how do they adjust without Kevin Love, who had been having one of his best seasons of his career and probably had his best game as a Cavs the other night in Washington. And the other night, and I think, as they approach the trade deadline where they've already been shorthanded without J.R. Smith and had been looking for additional help and playmaking, does this put even more pressure on the Cleveland Cavaliers to find some sort of solution, some sort of some other player who can give them more firepower, more playmaking, to take some of that load off LeBron James, who has been admittedly playing way too many minutes the last couple of weeks.
All right, but Ramona, let's talk realistic possibility. 9 days away. That's the trade deadline. Who's out there? Who could they give?
Well, you look at a guy like Lou Williams from the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are going nowhere this season, right? Except maybe to the lottery again. And the question is, do they keep their pick? A guy like that, a good playmaking player, a good playmaker on a bad team. Those are the types of players that General Manager David Griffin has been calling around the league about. You look at a guy like P.J. Tucker down in Cleveland, down in Phoenix, and just solid veterans who can make plays and score. Those are the types of players that David Griffin has been looking at. Good players on bad teams that they maybe can slide into a role that doesn't necessarily change the composition of their team. then I think it becomes even more interesting to see how, as I play without Kevin Love these last couple games before the All-Star break, do you then reconsider a bigger trade for Carmelo Anthony? Do you need more of a playmaker and more of a change to the system in light of this injury to Kevin Love, and also moves that other teams in the Eastern Conference are making? So I think this sets the stage for some very interesting decisions in Cleveland going forward.
Yeah, some movement equals a lot of movement. You said that to us earlier. I was going to ask you about Carmelo Anthony, and I'm sure a lot would have to take place in order for that to happen. But does it seem more likely now that Kevin Love is out for 6 months?
I wouldn't. It's hard. It depends on which side of the fence you fall in there. Because I know one of the. If you were to trade Kevin Love, and the discussion amongst people in Cleveland, but also in the league at large, is can you count on Kevin Love because of his injury history going forward? You've seen how successful he's been in Cleveland now that he's fully worked into that system and he understands his role. But because of the injury history, do you feel confident in him staying healthy and continuing to grow for the next 3 years? It's a heck of a thing to do, to trade a player as good as Kevin Love, who was so much a part of their championship last year. But if you have long-term concerns about not only the knee but his back, that does give you reason to consider his long-term place there. I still think they were so forceful in saying that they didn't want to move him.
Right.
It would be hard to go back on that because he's injured.
Yeah, and he still is Kevin Love. You're right. All right, so Ramona Shelburne, thank you for joining us. Maybe we'll bring you back a little later on. I'm sure some more moves will be made. David, there's more breaking news from the NFL.
We're going to stay with Kevin Love for just a minute here. We got Tim Legwood now with us. You subtract your best rebounder, your third leading scorer, a guy who stretches the floor for LeBron, Kyrie. What does this do to the Cavs?
Major blow to them because this is the best Kevin Love has played since the day he got there. He's had a great year. He finally looks comfortable offensively. He's utilized better. I think he feels more respected and appreciated. And you can't make up for what he does on defensive left. And even his passing in the confines of the offense, his ability to knock down shots, to play off with Kyrie and LeBron, you can't put really a price on what he brings to the team. But it's not the end of the world because of the timing. If you get him back fresh and healthy for the last 2 weeks of the season and the postseason run, that's really all that matters. You know, they have enough to be able to manage their way and navigate the regular season, whether they make a move or they don't. They have enough. And J.R. Smith's going to be coming back. He's a little more offensive punch to make up for what you lose with Kevin Love. So the last thing you want to do here is overreact to this. If you fully expect him to come back, recover from this, which by all accounts he will, it's not a major procedure, then you figure out what your team is going to look like in the postseason, and you don't have a panic button right now, and try to make a move that maybe stirs up the apple cart of your chemistry a little bit. I don't think you need to do that. And stand pat. Let's try at some point down the stretch and get themselves poised for postseason. Whether that means in the meantime, put some eye-to-eye as far as number one seed East or Washington does, which is possible. Maybe even now Toronto is making some moves. The East is a lot more crowded at the top, but I still think Cleveland has the highest ceiling.
Why does seeding not matter as much to this Cavs?
Because they've won games on the road in the playoffs before. They've won a championship. They've been at 2 straight finals. They believe that they can win one road game in a series. And that's what we're talking about. You get home court. Even if you've got a 15-game difference between a 1 and an 8 seed. Well, the 8 seed wins 1 game in the first 2. They now have home court in that series. That's really what it comes down to. So I don't think probably LeBron James, those guys are worried about having to go on the road and in the second round of the conference finals and win a road game. If that's what it takes to steal home court back, I think they believe they can do it. Do they like that to be the scenario? Of course not. You'd like to have the number one seed. But I don't think you overreact to this and do something to change the rotation of your team in reaction to this because you want to hold up to the number one seed. And I don't think that means you run the ball down the stretch for the 6-week period, waiting for him to come back to maintain the number one seed. Let it play out naturally. But I think at the end of the day, they're confident they can win a road game if they have to. They can go on the road and get back to the finals.
Okay, Tim, stick around. We're going to need you because, as you mentioned just a second ago, there's other news coming out of the NBA today, and that involves a trade with the Toronto Raptors, who today acquired Serge Ibaka in a deal that sent Terrence Ross, a 2017 first-round pick to Orlando. Ibaka became a free agent after the season. And again, deciding You're taking a bit of a gamble. The Raptors certainly making themselves better in the short term. Ibaka traded twice in the last 8 months. Still in the prime of his career, 27 years of age. His offensive game certainly has stepped up in the last couple of years. So Toronto adding a piece to go with Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, perhaps giving them a big three. Harry, back to you.
All right, David, so yeah, you're right. OKC to Orlando, now in Toronto, joined now by it's Mark Spears on the phone. Mark, tell us the genesis of the trade, how it was made, and what does this all mean for Toronto now?
Well, the Raptors have had their eye on the power forward for a while, and that power forward that they wanted to first spot. So this is a big, big move for them. I'm sure they're ecstatic to get this done for the trade deadline, because Ibaka will be a free agent during the summer. To me now, you got a superstar trio for the Raptors in DeRozan and Kyle Lowry and Ibaka that, you know, can contend with Cleveland, can fight with Cleveland. And this is about as exciting of a team as you'll have seen in Raptors history. So there's definitely a reason in the North to have some thoughts of, you know, competing for a championship now. And kudos to the Toronto Raptors for, you know, it wasn't no secret that they wanted to get this done, but they got it done.
Yeah, no secret there. So then, explain to me the landscape in the East now. What does it look like?
Boy, it's gotten interesting, especially with Cleveland's injury. You know, Love being out. The Washington Wizards have been playing great, great basketball. Toronto has been reeling a little bit. But now, with this move, it gives them a boost. And they'll be ready to go after the All-Star break. They'll get a couple practices. So the East is definitely a lot more interesting. Let's see if Washington and one of the other teams make the move to try to challenge Cleveland a lot more. But with Love being out, I think teams are starting to think, maybe we can make another move to try to go at them.
Perhaps. Legs on just a moment ago saying that seeding doesn't really matter to the Cavs because they can make a run in the playoffs. Would you agree with that?
I don't know that it matters to the Cavs, but it matters to Toronto. It matters to Washington. If they're able to get more home games.
Yo!
What's happening with it?
Oh, shit, man. Messing with some of this draft champions real quick. You did the update?
Yeah, I'm reading the little thing before I click and see what they did.
Oh, okay.
So they lowered the effectiveness of lower rated offensive line. Oh, you got to get a line now, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Online games thing now normalized. Bug fixes at 20 adjustments for user calls.
And his kick is right through.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
Everything they did is on Facebook?
Yeah, they say it's on EA Sports. The EA Sports Madden NFL. I ain't never friend them or whatever.
Yeah, I need to do that right now.
Fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Yeah, read up on it. But I got them on Twitch. You know, I can just go on Twitch and see what's happening with it.
Twitch or Twitter?
I said Twitch, Twitter.
Okay.
Thank you for correcting me on technical difficulty.
No, I didn't know because I got both of them too. I need to print them on. If they got Twitch, I need to print it on Twitch too.
I'm messing with you, Hollywood.
No, I don't be trying to correct that. That's my ass. I felt all kind of English.
My sister passed away last night.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, bro. Damn. She was sick, or I didn't even know you never said she was sick.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh.
These guys will get the football right at
I think I think my sister like in the same boat like with you and like kind of like with Todd. She's not my biological, she's a sister of a sister. She's a sister to my real sister. You feel me?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But But you know how in our generation how you brought up, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's family.
She family.
Right.
Yeah, she passed, man. That shit fucked me up, man.
Oh man, was she sick?
I didn't even ask her because my niece had texted me and told me, she was like, I know it's late, I would have called, but I know it's a fucked up way to tell you, but if you need to know anything, you call me in the morning, but I just wanted you to know that she had passed. And it's messed up because my real sister, my father's daughter, she passed from cancer, 09. She passed from cancer 09, my pops passed in 10.
Man.
That's crazy, man. She just passed it. Man, they not really that, was really, like really fucking me up because I done got older and they really not that old, bro. They really not that old, man. My sister was just, my sister Belle was like 50.
Right.
49, 50. She was 49, 50 when she passed. So Pat gotta be like, maybe like 55, 56 right now. That really ain't that old, bro.
No, it ain't. Because if you look at us, we right there. We knocking on that door.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why it really fucked me up, because that's like 10 more years.
Bro, see, and I've been dealing with this I've been looking at this since my dad passed, my grandfather. I'm like, my grandfather passed at like 72. My dad passed at like 68. I'm like, damn, I'm 45, I'm 46 now. That means I got about a good 25 years left.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, man, that shit fuck with me all the time too, man. Like, damn. Everybody be like on me, like, you need to stop drinking and you need to do this. And I'm like, man, I got, you know, fuck you. I'm finna live my life how I want to live it. I got, like, you know, I'm gonna be here about 25 more years. You know, and, you know, I'm finna live how I want to live. I'm not finna be all Mr. Goody Two-Shoe and live a fucked up, you know, not a happy life. I'm gonna do shit that make me happy. Fuck that. Right. If I enjoy playing my game, it makes me happy, that's what I'm finna do. And leave me alone.
Right.
Cause it's short. This fucking next 20 years is going to come so fast. Look how fast time has speeded up, man. Time has speeded up. There was nobody.
It only speeded up because we paying attention to it. You feel me? We wasn't paying attention to it when we were younger. So it seemed like it took us forever to get to 18 and 20 and 21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah. So we wanted to get there, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to get to 21 so we could be able to hit the club and drink and all of that.
Yeah,
you know
be legal to go buy and drink.
Now we trying to slow the clock down. That motherfucker is not slowing down. He's still moving at the same pace, homie.
Yeah, he going fast. I got fucking 5 grandchildren. Like, what the fuck?
Right. And I ain't got none of them.
I'm 46. I'm 46 with 5 grandkids. Come on. Yeah. Man, damn.
But that's our generation, though, because I got a bunch of homies in the same boat.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'll take that back. I retract that. I got 6. I got 6 grandkids.
Yeah,
I got 6 grandkids.
That's another thing, man. I be like, my pops passed, he was 74. Same like what you saying.
Yeah, I think that's what my dad was. My dad was about 70, 72, 70, right in there, in that cusp right there. My grandfather too, though.
Right, so I'm looking at it like, that ain't nothing but 29 years, homie. That ain't really that long, man.
Right. It's not. I said, 25, 30. Yeah, 25, 30 years. Man, I'm finna, because it's going fast.
And it's not guaranteed. It's not even guaranteed that I'll make it 29 more years because I done ran it. When I was coming up, my pops drank. That's one thing I can say about my pops. My pops ain't never drink at the house. Like when he drunk at the house, it was like a cowboy drink. I mean, he ain't never drank to get drunk at the house. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen him come home drunk. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I brought that up to say, when he had me, when my father had me, he had me in the same age that I just had my little ones. He was like in his 30s, late 30s. So, all the tough years, I didn't see that.